Step 10 in going from employee to entrepreneur and building your brand is defining your brand positioning. We've gone through the why, the how are you the only, and all these other concepts that have led you to this point where now we're starting to get into how do you position yourself? How do you come up with a very unique value proposition that only your client would understand and make it feel like every time you're delivering what your company does through your elevator pitch, your social media, talking to somebody on the street, it feels like you're talking exactly to them one-on-one. There's no more mass marketing stuff and trying to be everything to everybody. This is defining your positioning. So we've gone through what makes you unique, what makes you the only, why you're doing this, and we've built your brand. Super exciting. The best part about it, the most fun you're probably gonna have throughout this whole process. So now it's identifying your ideal client and your avatar in detail and defining how your brand specifically can match and really add value to that one person. So a couple things that we wanna do here. We wanna first identify our avatar. We're gonna do a whole course just on avatar building later in the series, but for right now, very high level, you wanna understand the full makeup of who that person is that you can truly help. A lot of times, if you've come to become an entrepreneur because you wanted to solve a problem that you had yourself, this is the best way to do it. Looking at the issue or the problem that you're solving with your brand from the perspective of yourself. If for whatever reason there wasn't a landscaper in town that could do, certain size hedges or edging or lawn, whatever the case may be, and you were the only one to do it, so you felt compelled that you can help others by building a very unique landscaping business, right? Identify what about your yard or your area or your particular neighborhood makes you the ideal person that you would become your own client. This is an audience of one. The more you can speak one-to-one to the masses, the better you're gonna be. So describing your avatar in detail goes all the way from, their age, their background, their financial situation, where they work, where they live, where they play, all the way through, why would they be buying this particular thing? What problem are you solving for them? How are you gonna show up? How are you gonna market to them? How are you gonna attract and find those people when they're in discovery mode? So a really good place to start is looking internally first. I know I keep mentioning this, but if you're solving a problem that you've had in the past, they're typically businesses that scale a lot faster, that people understand because you can communicate your unique identity and your value prop better than anybody else if you're solving a problem that you have had personally. So the second component of this is doing a little bit of competitive analysis and market positioning to understand what else is out there. How are you the only versus those competitors? Not the best, not better, but the only. And then you can really start to wrap around your unique value proposition formula. And the unique value proposition is truly just making an association between the avatar and solving a problem with your unique value prop. If you're able to do those things and understand my client lives in X place, typically employed, typically makes over XYZ per year, typically live in a house like mine, and they are struggling because this brand of grass when they first moved into this neighborhood is just crap, and there's only one particular set of seed and fertilizer and formula that I know of that I used on myself to make that grass green. That's an amazing avatar and an amazing value prop. You are the only one that knows because you've proven with your own yard that you can turn it green even though and despite all of the circumstances that kills the grass, right? So try to define the unique avatar and the unique value proposition that you are the only one that can define and the only one that can solve that problem for. We see this a lot in software where a software brand will go really wide and say, we're the customer support platform for everybody, or we're the A/B testing platform for everybody, or we're the CRM for everybody. And it's like, well, that's great, but I'm not everybody. I'm unique. I have special needs. I'm a realtor and I don't have a CRM just for me. So if you're gonna start thinking about who you're going after, is it realtors, construction workers, bankers, lawyers, mortgage brokers, coaches, consultants, fitness gurus, whoever your avatar is, the riches are in the niches. So the more you can niche down and understand that specific problem about that one person and why they're facing it, the more you can really lean into a very specific way to solve it. And then it's just about going and expanding and finding all of the people that meet that criteria that you can solve that problem for. That's the modern way to do it. Now, there are a lot of generalist companies out there. If you're just a landscaping company or you're just a roofing company, that's fine. But you want to have a very unique way that you can show up and build that roof or do that landscaping in a little bit different way. Maybe your branding is more unique. Maybe your customer support is much better and you get back back to people a lot faster. Maybe you have more service trucks on the road and you can deploy resources faster to get out to a quote. Maybe your prices are more competitive because you have a better relationship with the manufacturer. Whatever that value proposition is, you have to lean into that one or two things that makes you unique. It could be a cost-based value proposition where you're less expensive. It could be value-driven where you use higher-end materials and you're going to just get an overall better result because you're scaling up with more quality over quantity. It could be speed, that you can get out to a customer faster and do it sooner than somebody else. But identifying what makes you unique after you do that competitive analysis in your market positioning, you can really start to understand what's going to make you different and make you the only in your market. If you're the only one that can deploy a roofing brand and a truck to get out and do that roof tomorrow, that's a huge leg up. If you're the only one that can do a job with a certain really high-end siding that someone's looking for, that's a really unique value proposition. If you're the only one that has a CRM for realtors, that's a very unique value proposition. Now, you just have to define the avatar's problem, why the other CRMs couldn't retrofit that real estate market, and then lean into how you can solve that in a very unique way. So when you're defining your brand positioning, think about value. Think about the outcome that you want your prospect to have. I think an amazing way to do this, and that we've done for Rhythm, I wrote a book not long ago that's going to be published soon called Make Your Prospects Rich. I love the idea of when you're building your positioning for your brand, your marketing materials, your sales decks, your sales training documents, your website copy, anything that's going to be public domain, think about how you can make your prospects rich. Your prospects don't give a crap about your product. They certainly don't care about you. They don't care how they're saving you money. They care about themselves. You can make them rich in time. You can make them rich in money. You can make them rich in relationships. They are typically the three ways that you can value add currency back to them. If you save them time, that's a currency. If you save them money, that's a currency. If you can introduce a new relationship to them, that's a currency. You can make your prospects rich through your value proposition. So the more you think about all of those levers and all those things you can do to position yourself differently than the competitor down the street, the other bland generic CRM, the other bland generic landscaping company, the other bland generic roofing company, lean into how you can exactly match your exact avatar with an exact value proposition and that everyone benefits from that transaction. You can make your prospects rich by thinking about the outcome that they truly want. Maybe it's not a roof that's leaking. They just want to keep up with the Joneses and they just want a new roof because they want to feel like they're a part of that community. They feel more valuable. They feel like their home is worthy of being in that neighborhood. They want to just try to level up and evolve the look of their home. For curb appeal, maybe they're going to sell it. But if you don't ask these questions and you don't know why people would buy a new roof right now, why people would buy a real estate CRM, then you're going to miss that product market fit and that brand positioning fit where you become the unique solution to a very unique set of problems. So I'll cap it with this. Define your brand positioning by thinking about how to make your prospects rich in time, money, or relationships. If you're able to combine 2 or 3 of those all in one, and you can save them time and money and introduce a new relationship to them somehow, good on you. But if you're able to lean into one of those things and differentiate your brand from the guy down the street with just one of them, and your brand is unique, you're the only one who can solve that problem, you understand your avatar, and you can scale that up over time, you have the foundation for an amazing, very uniquely differentiated business that you can grow and scale.